Alright, real quick here before we go check out Sid, I want to throw in a part of the video where I kind of mention how to get him because he's a pretty long grind. So go to the summer shop here, or the summer event. The banner is going to have Sid in the very back. So you can see the first form of Shadow is the 0.2% Secret unit. Once you have the first form of this guy, you can evolve him into the second form. To evolve the first form of this guy, you need the Shard of Shadow. That item is going to be from the team event. So walk around the lobby, there's either the Sharkmen or the Pirates. I'm on Team Sharkmen. Go to the shop, and for 3,000 of these chest things that you get by doing the quest, you can get the Shard of Shadow here. After you evolve him into second form, you need the Atomic Blade and the Vessel of Shadows. For the Atomic Blade is going to be from his Abyssal Trials here. So just go to your quest, and then the top right has the Abyssal Trials. Mostly that's going to be the Portal game mode and the team event. So the team event we already talked about. Portal game mode, just go to the shop for the summer event and buy a tier 1 portal right here. The empty vessel thing, the Vessel for Shadow, you get this from the tier 6 portal. It has a 50 pity on tier 5s, so you want to get the tier 6 of it, and then defeat 100 bosses with at least 3 dark units equipped, and you can fill the vessel up. Then you can evolve Shadow and you'll be all good to go. Alright, what's up everybody? We are finally checking out Shadow Atomic, the final evolution of Sid from the new Abyssal Trials in the summer update of Anime Last Stand. Thank you to YoGrandmaBM. Let me showcase this unit. This is with Glitch Glorious level 85. Triple S everything, and looks like the crit skill tree, because he has 45% crit chance there. And he does have a lot of passives, so we do want to check these all out real quick. A lot of passives. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. So starting off with the top one, Atomic Pressure. These are all on placement, by the way, for a cost of 2.5k. But, okay, Atomic Pressure. Once enemies enter Shadow's range, take 2.5% of his current damage as tick damage every second until leaving his range. So kind of like the Cosmic Dust Storm passive that Garo has, if you've used the Godly Garo. Once enemies have been in range for the following durations, perform the following effects. 10 seconds, increase damage per tick up to 5%. And then 20 seconds, inflict permanent despair. So if they're in his range for long enough, he actually does more damage and also applies despair, permanently. If I turn the effects on for his attacks, I do have them off right now. He is a circular AoE right now, with, okay, a lot. That is a lot going on whenever he attacks. Look at that. Like a huge flurry and then a giant tornado. Okay. Next passive, Who's Running? Once a boss enters Shadow's range, inflict better fear to all enemies. Deal 2 times damage in range. Gain 5% range until the boss dies with a cap of 25%. Increase the overdrive base chance to 1.5% overdrive. Will we find out what that is eventually? We do, okay. Limit Breaker. Every attack, 0.1% chance to enter overdrive. Every wave pass, gain 1 plus 0.1% chance to gain overdrive, enter overdrive. Cap of 1%. So after 10 waves, he has a 1% chance extra to gain overdrive. Each time a Shadow goes into overdrive mode, gain 2.5% damage with a cap of 10%, and 2.5% range with a cap of 10%. So you can kind of see his damage stacking up right now. I'm not sure what the original number was, you probably could see back when I started the video, but right now he's like up 93% for an 18.4 mil. But okay, moving on to Deadly Rain. Every 10 attacks deal 2.5 times damage if enemy is above 50% HP, 4 times damage if enemy is below 50% HP. Increase range by 10% for 15 seconds. So, wow, a lot of extra damage there. 2.5 times damage every 10 attacks, 4 times damage every 10 attacks. If in Overdrive Form, apply Bleed on top of the other parts of the passive. Okay, so he has Bleed. Overdrive. Upon entering Overdrive mode, gain the following buffs for the next 100 seconds. Gain 75% damage, 50% range, minus 15% SPA, and gain stun immunity. Overdrive has a 500 second global cooldown. So he kind of just has like a rage bar mode. Very good. Okay. Those are a lot of passives. We're done with the passives now, I hope. I hope he doesn't get any new ones, but okay. Right now, 11.2 or 4.44. Let's keep going here. 48.2 range, circular AoE. 6.5k, 11.5k, 1ek. Already like off rip a pretty expensive looking unit, but you know, 14 upgrades, we'll kind of see where it goes. Immense speed right here. Upgrade 7. He becomes a blind AoE. He's currently at 562 mil or 6.11 with 65.6 range. This was a little buff on his damage. I'm not sure what from. Probably one of his 5 passives, but we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Pretty cool attack animation as well. Just kind of plunging purple at them. Atomic, whatever that is. Okay. 150k next upgrade. Atomic for 300k. Final attack. Not final upgrade, but final attack. Here we go. He is doing 1.64 billion every 8.89 seconds. Full AoE. So full AoE unit. Nice to see. 86.8 range as well. Hybrid, I think he might have been hybrid on placement, I honestly don't remember. Probably mentioned it if he was. Okay. 1.25 mil for the final upgrade on this guy, but upgrade 13 he gained the mini atomic ability. And apparently faulty atomic, but I don't actually see that one. But mini atomic, upon activation deal 1000 times damage, apply pressure, despair, gain 30% range, and 10% damage for 30 seconds. Let me make sure my ability animations are on real quick. Keep that off, there we go. On the pop ability. Let's check out the mini atomic right here on my shadow. Not my shadow, but this guy's shadow. Okay. It had a cutscene, I was kind of in it. I don't know, it might have been body blocking, sorry. But he just kind of zoomed in on him and turned purple and did a huge explosion. Okay. Next upgrade is 1.25 mil. Final upgrade, he gains the ability Final Atomic. Upon activation, deal 2000 times damage, apply plasma and poison off that multiplier. Poison's actually pretty high scaling, I think it does like more than double his damage. And then gain 35% damage, 50% range, 15% less SPA for 60 seconds. Time stop enemies for 15 seconds. So, Final Atomic here. This is the big nuke, it has a pretty much infinite cooldown. I wish I brought cooldown resetters to see if that can be reset, but I'll pop this one too. Check it out, let's check it out. He should gain damage after this, so let's see like what his damage numbers become with Question Glorious here. 2.91 bill every 7.55 seconds. This is with 35% damage from his ability. So, I mean, he's doing like 3 bill every 7 seconds or so. He does have really strong nukes, I believe, because he's doing 2,000 times his damage. Before the buff, it was at like 2 billion, short of it. So it'd be doing like 2,000 times 2 billion. Is that just a trillion? Is he just doing like 2 trillion? Maybe 4 trillion? Sorry, I don't know. My math is not too great right now. I need to go to bed soon. But I mean, strong nuke. He has the time stop. Infinite unit for sure, because max upgrade. This guy sells for 1.4 mil. Pretty much, you should double that is how much he costs. So 2.8 mil. Infinite only. I don't think you can max this guy out in progressive because he needs to be like, that's like 2 godlies worth of cash. That's actually insane. Wow. Okay, kind of underwhelming if I'm being honest. Like, not to be a hater, not to be a Debbie Downer, because he is still probably a pretty good unit. But I expected more. This guy is definitely like as long of a grind as a godly, and he's just doing alright. I mean, 2.24 billion damage. If we can see him go into like overdrive mode, maybe, we kind of be able to tell from his damage number. It'd go up to like 90%, but it has a really long cooldown, so I'm not sure if we'll ever see that again. Might have caught it earlier, but you know what? I'll just come back when it's active. Hold on. He rolled it. Okay. 95% damage, 3.73 bill or 7.55. I think the more you like go into overdrive with him, with one of his passives, the limit breaker, he kind of gains even more damage. So definitely an infinite unit. It takes a while to ramp up fully. But 3.73 bill every 7.55. In conclusion, infinite unit only. Not really good for progressive at all. I think his first few upgrades were like not that strong. It's really when you max him out that he kind of shines in infinite runs for sure with his nuke and just high damage. Worth the grind. For new players, no. This guy's not going to help you in progressive at all. He's very hard to get if you don't have the previous like forms of shadow from the original summer update and the original Halloween update. But he is a limited unit, so you do want to get him before the Abyssal Trials go away in 45 days. Or maybe he'll be tradable afterwards, or maybe they'll double back on it and choose not to make him limited, like they did to Dio. But anyways, here's Sid, pretty much a godly unit, even though they don't say he's exactly a godly. He kind of is one. Anyways, thank you again, YoGrandmaBM, for letting me showcase this unit. This is a very stacked one with Glitch and Glorious, so thank you again, sir. But I think he's pretty okay for infinites and not very good for anything else. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one, and have a great day.